Good evening. Welcome to the Town Council meeting. Meeting's being broadcast live on Comcast Channel 23 and live streamed by the Carroll Media Center.org link and the Facebook.com Carroll Media Center link as well. So please rise for the opening prayer and the Pledge of Allegiance. Dear Lord, we submit ourselves to you as your servants and the servants of the people of Hampstead who've placed their trust in us. Please allow every word that is spoken and every action taken to be in the best interest of Hampstead, and for everyone gathered here tonight to be a stabilizing influence in these unsettled times. O Lord, bless this meeting and our town. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Tammi, roll.
Mayor Nevin.
Here.
Councilwoman Barrett. Here. Councilwoman Painter. Here. Councilman Thomas.
Here.
Councilman Unglesbee.
Here.
And Councilman Zillman.
Here.
All right, we have the minute approvals from council meeting on October 12th.
Motion to approve. Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? We're good, thanks. All right, Tammi, town managers report.
I'm starting off the town manager's report just to talk about the different activities that are going to be happening in town. We have our annual Christmas tree lighting celebration that will be held on Friday, November 19th at the Main Street War Memorial Park beginning at 6:20 with the performances of the Cub Scouts and the Crossroads Kids vocal group. Santa will arrive on a fire truck with the mayor at 7, and after the Christmas tree and lights are lit, the Players on Air vocal ensemble will perform while the children visit with Santa. As part of the festivities, the Hampstead Farmers Market Christmas Market will be open at St. John's United Methodist Church. The town will be presenting the Candy Cane Lane on Main contest again to encourage Main Street businesses and residents to decorate for the Christmas holiday. So please check our Facebook page or call Town Hall for more details. North Carroll High School is coming alive with performances. Next month, Players on Air Incorporated will be presenting a Christmas Carol, the musical, on December 10th through the 12th. And Small Town Stars Theater Company will be performing Godspell December 17th and 19th. So please visit their Facebook pages for more details. And the town of Hampstead will be participating again in the county Shop Small 8 days a week, starting Small Business Saturday, November 27th. So if you make a purchase at 8 different businesses by December 5th and drop your signed passport at any local library or town hall by December 7th, you'll be entered into a drawing for a $50 gift card. So the following businesses in Hampstead that are participating this year is A Manner of Time, Greenmount Station, J&P, J.J. Huffman's Creamery, Matthew Tire and Auto Service, Outlaw Barbecue Smokehouse, Pipe the Side Brewing Company, Shipley's Jewelry, Snickerdoodles, Steamin' Mad Crabs, the Chef Jeff Experience, Town Pride, and Petals, Flowers, and Gifts. So many great places for which to choose, so please remember to shop local this Christmas season. And town staff, we continue to work on our commercial and residential projects as they continue to move forward with discussions with county staff and developers. So we are continually working on currently working on several different site plans and business prospects. And then this Friday, so a meeting scheduled to discuss the War Memorial Park project, which includes the new bandstand and upgraded seating, which, by the way, we were going to meet at the park, and it looks like it's the only day in like the whole month it's going to rain. So we might meet inside. And the repaving of the asphalt walking trail at Chief Sites Memorial Park is planned to be completed during warmer temperatures in the spring. So staff met with Carroll County to discuss the Carroll County Transportation Master Plan update with the creation of the Hampstead Bypass and the recent completion of the Main Street Revitalization Project, which greatly improved our downtown area. Most traffic congestion issues within Hampstead have been addressed, so minimum adjustments are planned for the next few years. And if you look around Town Hall, yesterday the Artists Guild changed the artwork displayed in Town Hall. This is the first time the display has been changed since March of 2020. The new art is comprised of photographs taken by Carl Martins and paintings by Jean, how would you pronounce that last name, Hock?
Sure.
Both artists are residents of Carroll Lutheran Village in Westminster. And then in the audience, we have Judy Rang. She accepted the Human Resources Coordinator position and began work with our town yesterday. Judy has years of human resources experience and is a welcome member of our team. Judy is currently residing in Hanover, Pennsylvania, but is originally from Town, Maryland.
Questions for Tammy? That passport's good for all different businesses in Carroll County, it's just not Hampstead.
It's all Carroll County that are on the passport.
Right.
That are participating, yes.
But we've got a bunch in Hampstead, so plenty of good places to eat and shop. All right, Diane, let's start with the responsibility reports.
Okay, the Farmers Market Advisory Team met on November 1st in preparation for the Christmas market. This event is sponsored by the Hampstead train station and will be held in conjunction with the Christmas tree lighting. We have approximately a dozen vendors who will be set up in St. John's Church, right next to the War Memorial Park. And Wayne has a nice graphic for you. The hours will be Friday, November 19th from 4 to 8 p.m. and Saturday, November 20th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. The St. John's Youth Group will be selling food in the lower level both days. Several members of the advisory team raved about the egg casserole they had for breakfast last time, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what they'll be preparing for us this year. So I hope to see everyone there.
Sounds great. Wayne?
So the Hampstead train station is happy to be a part of the Christmas Farmers Market again this year. We may or may not have a train layout there. I'm trying to work that out, like we did 2 years ago. We'll see what happens. At the Hampstead train station this past weekend, Boy Scout Troop 706, under the guidance of Ryan Kruger, working on his Eagle project, rebuilt the stairways on the railroad side of the street. So there were about 20 scouts and their parents down there, and it was a very wild time. They did an excellent job on rebuilding the stairway. It looks very nice. If you get a chance, go by and check it out. The Tree Commission, we're trying to get tree planting together in the next couple of weeks. Waiting to hear back from a couple more members on their availability, but we're going to plant 3 trees in the Brandywine Station area to replace 3 trees that have perished. And that's it for me.
I hope Mother Nature shines on you for a couple more weeks. I'm not
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
We'll see. Deb?
The Planning and Zoning Commission met on Wednesday, October 27th, 2021, and approved 2 signs, one for Hampstead guitar lessons at 1007 South Main, and the other for Monument Sotheby's International Realty at 1231 North Main. One of their signs will be temporary. It's a peel off until their permanent one is available. And they also approved 2 awnings added as well to the 1231 North Main Street. And the commission discussed Chapter 8 of the 2021 Hampstead Comprehensive Plan, which was transportation, the anticipated projects being sidewalk improvements, pedestrian and bike path, and parking improvements.
How many more chapters do we have to go?
I
3?
knew you were gonna ask that, and I thought about it on my way over, and
It's 11 or
I
12?
think there's 11, but there might be 12 or 13.
So we're almost at the end of War and Peace.
Yeah.
When we get to like 11 or 12, I'll let you know.
All right.
But just a reminder that the Planning and Zoning Commission meeting is earlier in the month of November because we moved it away from Thanksgiving. And what is, you have that in front of you, David? It's the 17th, I believe, Wednesday the 17th? I'm looking at your calendar. Is it?
17th sounds right. Tomorrow.
Yep, Wednesday, 17th.
Thanks for reminding me about that.
All right, Dave.
Okay, last month, as you know, we had the Fall Fest, which was on the 16th. I'd like to thank the Hampstead train station for their support through that. Town Hall, of course, but Police Department as well, Public Works. And we did have a raffle, which all the donated, and these were all gift cards from local businesses, and we did very well for Music in the Park. We donated, all proceeds went to Music in the Park. So I would like to thank these following businesses. Memories Travel and Tours, gift cards from all these businesses. Greenmount Bowl, Wendy's, Beijing Palace, Ultimate Image, Greenmount Station, Family Pharmacy, Snickerdoodles, Bertucci's Bakery, Main Street Liquors, Matthews Tire and Auto Center, Hampstead Liquors, Iliano J&P, Mr. Tire, Sabora Chan's Karate, Subway, Luna Zoll, Papa John's, Wise, Walmart, Advanced Auto, CarQuest, J.J. Hoffman's, Genova's, and McDonald's. All donated, so I thank and please go out and support those businesses.
Well done. Ben?
All right, for water, in October, our average water usage was 346,000 gallons per day. In November so far, it's 332,000 gallons per day. The rainfall in October was 5.32 inches, and so far in November is 0.17 inches. And that's all I have.
Thanks. So we're still waiting 2 more months, Kevin, for the approval of our permits?
Yes.
Ms. Ledley spoke to, he has approved them at his level, but they need to go up to 2 more layers of supervisors before we'll see them, and he said about 2 months.
And that's to keep it at 5, 6 something.
631 or so.
Okay.
But he has approved it without any changes, and so now it's going up the chain.
All right.
But
Just,
they don't work in the office, but 1 day a week, they're still on COVID restrictions.
hopefully they come back soon. Just for, so 631's the max we would have, and we're pumping 330, 340. So that gives you perspective for how much capacity is left in the water system. Chief?
Sorry, Tammi, I can't tell. I'll speak loud. Good evening, everyone. During the month of October, we investigated 8 minor property damage on water crashes. 0 were reportable. 2 crashes took place at the 42 traffic circle. Speed sign was deployed at 8 locations for a total of 60 days of display. Traffic enforcement included 27 selective enforcements over a 12-hour period. 12 citations and 13 warnings were issued. Overall, traffic enforcement included 72 citations and 74 warnings. Patrol checks, we conducted 226 of schools and businesses. Serious crime included 4 burglaries, 5 DUIs, 1 domestic-related assault. Arrest included 1 adult for domestic assault, 5 adults for DUI, 1 adult for a false statement to police that involved a reported kidnapping that never took place. 1 adult failed to comply with a lawful order. 1 adult was taken into custody for a violation of a peace order. 2 adults had warrants, and 1 adult for possession of CDS. Training included 10.5 hours of various topics, which included computer security basics, evidence collection, control, and storage, as well as Corporal Vanek successfully completed TASER instructor school. Community events included the Hampstead Little Pantry Run. We did a safety talk with the We Care Best Daycare. We participated in 2 trunk or treats. I will say that Officer Wilt Shiflett, Corporal Vanek, and Ms. Geiger have a lot of talent when it comes to decorating police cars appropriately for Halloween. We also participated in a police officer's mass that was held up at St. Bartholomew's Church up in Manchester, along with the Manchester Police Department, and we had extra officers out for Halloween on Sunday night, and even though they were out there patrolling, they did have a good time while they did so. And that's everything.
Thank you. Questions for Chief?
No.
All right. My report, a few things going on in town, as you've heard. Hard to believe, but last month was the Hampstead Merchants Association also had their fall social, which was held at Galloping Goose. So that was a well-attended event. Fall Fest that Dave mentioned, it went off without a hitch. A little bit smaller, getting bigger than last year, but it's our second one. It was a great event, and we thanked, part of it is gratitude, and we thank the American Legion and Lions Club for their contributions to our town, which are constant and ongoing between those 2 organizations and very worthy of the recognition. I attended a Carroll County Republican Club meeting. It was interesting that we heard from the Cecil County executive, Danielle Hornberger. I'm sitting there thinking, if Cecil County's got a county executive and charter form of government, how much longer can it be before Carroll County comes on board? So, if you're rolling your eyes out there in TV land, we already have 8 charter governments in Carroll County because each one of the towns has it. and it works very well. Attended the Planning and Zoning Commission. They're doing a great job, and just whatever chapter they're on versus whatever chapter they're getting to, at some point it all comes to us for approval. But Jim's doing great work on that. Jim Rourke's doing great work on that, and you guys are doing great work reviewing all that. As Tammi mentioned, property development, a lot of big projects in town. North Carroll High School might be losing a little bit momentum. There's a meeting with all the parties involved next week. The county's extended the contract out until the end of the year, so we'll have an idea of which direction we're heading here in the next 6 weeks, and we'll go from there. One park at the north end of town, the county and the town have had conversations about the development potential of that park. One of the covenants, it's not a zoning requirement, but a covenant of that park, it's to be developed for small businesses, which we support. There was one developer who came out and wanted to put up a big box with lots of trucks. We said basically that doesn't match what the vision of that park should be, so we'll see where that goes. But the town is not supportive at this point. So Hampstead Overlook, we'll see how the negotiations of all the off-site and on-site improvements go with the developer, but that will be an ongoing project for probably another year to 18 months before we see dirt moving. So these projects take time. And there's other things that have been going on with the opening of new businesses and Main Street being such a draw. So for the most part, positive, but there are a few challenges. The other thing, the part of our municipalities, there's 157 of them in the state of Maryland, one of which we are one, and it's Municipal Government Works Month. And part of our deal for being a banner city amongst all the different towns in Maryland is that we make sure everybody recognizes everything that Hampstead and the other 156 municipalities in the state of Maryland do, and how we're the most responsive level of government since we're the closest to the people. And everyone has direct access to both the government and to each one of us here in this, on this table, and the chief and the public works director and every employee in town. So there was a proclamation done for that. I won't read it, but basically everything I just told you is pretty much what's in it. And obviously municipalities are important to the quality of life, preserving historic sites and maintaining natural beauty, and just having direct outreach to all of our citizens. So, that's one of the requirements, but I think it's always good to recognize what municipal governments do for everyday life and the fact that we improve the quality of life. And there's a lot of people here that work, 23 full-time employees, plus the volunteer citizens up here, plus the people in planning and zoning, BZA, ethics. Did I miss something?
Board of Zoning Appeals.
Board of Zoning Appeals, so that's BZA. So, that's all right. People probably wouldn't know what that, what that would be. But Tree Commission, and so a lot of folks that help just improve the quality of life every single day. So in December, we're going to be having, I did attend the fall conference, I almost forgot that, from Maryland Municipal League. Dave and Wayne were there as well for a class. But our legislative initiatives were approved, one of which is to make our highway user money permanent and not be a grant where we go hand in hand to the state every year. I think that grant expires in '24, so we're trying to make it permanent. And then the other piece of it was part of the police reform required a police accountability board, but it would be established at the county level. So then we're putting in enabling legislation that would allow towns, if we wanted to have our own police accountability board should there be issues. Don't anticipate any, but we think that, if there is, that our police officers are better judged here locally than at the county level. So we'll see what that gets us, but we're going to have an MML legislative dinner with the delegation December 16th, so all the towns in Carroll County will get together, and we're the hosts, so everybody will be right here in Hampstead. So lots going on as usual. That's the end of my report. I don't think there's any unfinished business.
I have a comment.
Oh.
I would like to thank you for all your help at the Fall Fest, especially at the end of the Fall Fest for the teardown. That was greatly appreciated. And also thank the Main Street Committee for their services on that day and for all the money they raised for the Hampstead Train Station Committee.
Yep.
Greatly appreciated.
A lot of people did good work there. Thank you. So it just goes to show you, we do this, and it's a much smaller scale for one day, and we have meetings here in Town Hall related to Hampstead Day, and just how much logistical work goes into doing something like that. It really drives it home when you do it. So, yep, thank you. New business, we have one item on the agenda, which is the approval of fiscal year 2022 budget revision to the water fund, which is the transfer of $84,874 from the capital reserve to water capital for the SCADA system. This is one of the first uses of our ARPA money. So, as it's noted here sorry about that, to the microphone. It is noted here in the notes that, a lot of the SCADA, and basically SCADA, I forget what it stands for.
Supervisory control and data acquisition.
Thank you.
Wow.
Well done. But basically, it tells us how fast we're drawing down wells, how fast they're recharging, and if they're under any stress. And so, and how well we're pumping, how much we're pumping. So it's all part of running a modern system. We're not out there using divining rods anymore. And I do not kid. So, it's an appropriate expenditure. We need to keep the system upgraded, and they're out of date.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second, any further discussion? And since this is a budget allocation, we'll do a roll call. We need 4/5.
Councilwoman Barrett,
Yes.
Councilwoman Painter,
Yes.
Councilman Thomas,
Yes.
Councilman Unglesbee,
Yes.
and Councilman Zolan.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion's approved. That's pretty much it. Quick meeting, public comments. We have two people from the public here. I know why you want
I have an additional thing.
Oh, I'm all ears.
Frank Hafel, 1300 Taylor Street, Police Department. The corner of Hillcrest and Main Street, no parking at certain hours. And it seems like people are driving up and getting out of their car, going across the street, picking up some ribs, and getting back in their car. Seems a little tight, if you could have a look at that. And of course,
You may have one more water bill to pay that's double the rate. After that, you'll be done.
I thank you. That's, yeah.
All right? I told Tammy
You said
to,
this summer.
I'm sorry. I think I mentioned something, but I've been told that I didn't mention something, but I thought I mentioned something in the last meeting, so, all right.
As long as I know that it's in the process of being done.
We got to figure out which ordinances it is that we have to repeal. But we can afford that.
Thank you.
All right? Doug, good to see you. Got anything? You're all good? All right. All right. Marlene, since you're now a member of the public, you got anything for us? You're all good too? All right. Grandchildren are good? All right. Motion to adjourn.
Second.
And
No, somebody's got to make a.
somebody's got to make a first.
Motion to adjourn.
I thought you were motioning.
Diane made a motion. Anybody
Then seconded. All those in favor? Anyone opposed? Thank you. Thank you all. Thanks for hanging out and viewing with us for about 25 minutes. See you in December.